Expectations are poison. And no, I don't mean like every expectation is just horrible for you, all these horrible things, negative connotations. What I mean is that expectations of people other than you, they are genuinely poison or venom to you. They set you back in a way that's unrepairable to a lot of different weak minded individuals. And everyone saying, you should do this, you should do that, is genuinely going to hurt you in the long run if you don't know how to drown out that noise that doesn't mean anything to you. For instance, I sometimes tell people that are unrelated to where I'm trying to go, what I'm doing, and they'd be like, okay, are you going to college? And then I sit there looking dumb with this face. When you tell somebody that you're going to do something, they place another expectation on you that's often removed from what you actually want to do in your life. And they think that if you don't do what they tell you to do, you're going to fail in life based off of their experiences. But in reality, every experience is different. Your life is completely different from someone else's. So why would you take everything they say to you at face value when everything you do, everything you've experienced, everything you're going to go through in your life is completely different from theirs? And I'm not telling you not to take anyone's advice, right? Not to listen to anyone's worries or anything like that, but learn to take a risk. Risk taking, I've learned over this past couple of months, is something that's irreplaceable. It's something that genuinely takes you somewhere than just staying in your own bubble. And that's what caused me to start doing a lot of different things, is that I realized that I had to take a risk if I wanted to go where I wanted to go, if I wanted to be where I wanted to be, if I wanted to be who I want to be. I don't want to be that person 10 years from now saying to somebody else, probably 20 years younger than me, I wish I did this when I was your age. Now, a lot of people right now are probably thinking, "Dang, I might have said that. Dang, somebody said that to me." Because it's true. A lot of people listen to all this extra noise that's not coming from within, and it sets them back because they start thinking about all these expectations placed on them. I keep messing up that word. So I've been going for all A's. I joined what, like 7 clubs in my school, but a lot of that was just to go somewhere else than where I wanted to go. Like, I have a main plan, right? I made this plan like a year ago. I wanted to go somewhere, or rather, I wanted to achieve all these different goals, but had already started building up something else. And that something else was pretty thorough. I was good at it. I am good at it, in my opinion, in some other people's opinions. And then all of a sudden, I say, I want to do this. And everyone's like, no, 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 no. Stick to what you're good at. Wow. a bit harsh, don't you think? You could be good at a lot of things. When you listen to people that don't actually care for what you want to do, or that don't actually understand what you're trying to do, this could be your parents, your friends, family, it could cause you to stop taking that risk that propels you forward into a future that you genuinely want to pursue. Today, I talked to some people. I was really trying to have a heart to heart. I was in the middle of a competition, um, trying to get rid of all that nervousness, trying to stop shaking, all of that. Had a lot of conversations, and I went up to all these people and asked, "What do you want to do with your life?" Right? Because I know a lot of people, they have something they really really want to do, and that was a place where that would be nurtured, right? And I got all these different answers that was genuinely beautiful. All these people want to do something, and they need those resources, they need all this different time, all those I don't really even know. But I started talking to one person in particular, and they said they wanted to do marketing. I was like, okay, what type of marketing? He was like, I don't really know yet. I was like, all right, you got to figure that out, man. Then I digged a little bit deeper. You know, I always wanted to be a singer. I'm, I think I'm pretty good at it. That's what he said to me, and I jumped out of my seat. I was like, because a lot of people don't have that person that's going to dig deeper and try to genuinely excavate what you want to do with your life, or rather what you are trying to pursue, or what you don't know how to pursue, don't want to take the risk to pursue. People don't have that in their life. So when I asked this guy all those questions and he replied to me, I wanted to be a singer, it was like eureka, because I knew he actually wanted to do that. And that's what you need to pursue. You don't need to think about all this different money, which money is, it's extremely important. If you thoroughly think that out, you'll most likely succeed. But point is, you gotta think about what you really want to do with your life, rather than just saying this is what I'm gonna do because it gets a lot of money. That's not that's not something that that's not something that a lot of people are content with later on in life. And for anybody that's probably going through the same thing, or somebody that doesn't know what they want to do with their life yet, or people that are getting really high grades in IB, doing all this extra stuff, you don't have to. It's really good for you. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people are gonna jump out of their seat, say, "Oh, this guy, he's gonna force me to fail." No. What I will do is tell you that you can succeed. You don't have to do what everybody's telling you to do. You don't have to go down something that you genuinely dread. You don't have to go down a path that you genuinely dread. Every day I am actively trying to move this methodical needle towards my goals. And that's something that's truly beautiful, because a lot of people don't have the time to do that because they've caved in to all the expectations people have given them. You can do a lot with your life. You can discover things. You can take the time out of your day to achieve things. But you have to realize that what everybody tells you isn't something that you should do. It's not some that's not everything that you should listen to. Like I said before, it's usually poison. And a lot more to think about is that what if yes, I said it, you went down the path they told you to take, but in another timeline you did something that you really wanted to do and you became a millionaire. Sounds like a huge what if, right? No? You would be surprised. You would genuinely be surprised. I firmly believe that a lot of people really wanted to do something. They had a spark. I said this in a couple other videos. And they gave up because they didn't have a straightforward path. No, it wasn't that. It was that people told them that their path wasn't straight. People say a lot of things. Some true, some wrong, some neither. And once you realize that, sometimes you'll think of every decision you make the same way. You can make some right decisions, you can make some wrong decisions, and you can make some morally gray decisions, or rather, something that's not really defined in that metric because it's something new, something people haven't thought of. And you can't really express that because no one's listening. No one wants to listen to you. I want all of you to know that are listening right now that you got this. Don't stop now just because someone told you you have to think of a backup plan. Because, of course, don't get me wrong, you have to think of a backup plan. But when you're spending so much time on that really, really well backup plan, somewhere down the line it becomes your real plan. It becomes what actually happens. Because that's what you're spending your time doing. You're spending your time, so much of your time on this backup plan that you don't have enough time for your real plan, for your real ambition, for the trials that it takes to reach the real goals that you want. Instead, you're going down the trials for a whole nother path. Given enough time, you will succeed. And once you adopt that mindset, you'll stop thinking of everything in black and white. Think of everything as more of gray or colorful, even. Like I said, you got this. Give yourself the time. Remove yourself from expectations other than your own. Be lenient. Move that needle every single day. And know that you're not alone.